following D&D campaign is rated TV MALSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Did you mute me, Steph? Oh, I said good evening and welcome to another episode of Tower of Dreams. Before we start, it is with regret that I pass on to all of you watching that one of our players will no longer be able to join us for the duration of the campaign. They will be missed, and we wish them well in all of their endeavors. But let's get right down to it. Last time on Tower of Dreams, our merry band confronted the goblins that had stole the map of Allie Ward, and through sheer intimidation, left with it in tow, sparing the goblins their lives as well as letting them keep their little baby, Johnson, who had been offered to them as a mercy gift. On their way back to Cascade, they stopped in a fishing village and helped bugbear fisher person Rolf restring their fishing poles, hoping for money and receiving instead only warm thanks. Upon their return to Cascade, they went to the Brine and Shine bed and breakfast and met up with Allie Ward, returned the map to them, and received their payment as well as an advance on their next acquisitions run, I guess we should say. Allie's also paying for luxurious rooms and the full treatment at the Brine and Shine for this night, and also paid for dinner. Did I already say that? Anyway. They're treated to dinner, luxurious rooms, and the spa treatments at the Brine and Shine. And our session ended with our adventurers turning into their private rooms for a good night's rest. So our session today begins deep in the wee hours of the night. Vaughn, you feel yourself regaining consciousness, but as your eyes open, you find yourself in a swirling void of disorienting color. And your god speaks to you. And only you could recognize it as your god, of course. My child, you have done well. Your partner and guide thus far has achieved what they needed. Now their master has taken them elsewhere to continue their quest. Though your path diverges from theirs, this means not that your pilgrimage is over, but that you have entered into the next step. Devote yourselves, as you already have, to your friends, as you did to the other. Guide them, protect them, for together I sense that you all will have great impact on the world. In the meantime, I'm not unmerciful. I will take from you, from all, the memories of that individual, that none of you might suffer pain. There is no time for grief. Your story pushes on. As the scene, no chance to respond. As the scene around you dims, you can't help but think, partner? What partner? Who are we talking about? as your mind gropes for the answer, you almost think you catch a whiff of some smell, the clatter of a rack and the twinkle of an eye, the sound of a splash and a thud, getting 2 tickets from High Priest Duck. But as quickly as those memories arise, they are yanked free as an unwanted tooth from a mouth is without anything to dull the pain. And you are released into the freedom and bliss of ignorance. The rest of you have rather uneventful nights. And awake in the morning and are very eager to meet up with your 4 other party members.
All right. Oh,
Very important. I will remind you that there is a mimosa breakfast at the Brine Shop. That comes with your room.
We're somewhere fancy now. Well, I would say that Valkyrie would try one of the mimosas. Just a couple of sips.
So you head down to the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all heading down there?
Yes, Seth definitely went down with Valkyrie, and she is excited to try everything. She just mostly ate a lot of fish, even in school. So whatever is on offer, she's excited to try.
Excellent. I mean, this is like standard. Actually, no. This is a bed and breakfast. So you get full wait service here. The same waiter you had last night approaches your table and says, yes, today we can make basically anything that you want for breakfast. If you have a hard time narrowing down the options, we have a traditional platter, a omelet, and a stack of pancakes with sides, of course.
I would definitely like the pancakes with the if you have any fruit or stuff to put on top of the pancakes.
I was going to ask
Sweet.
what you wanted for a side. Yes, I will bring you a pint of grade AAA maple syrup.
Oh, yes.
And that does come with a side of fruit. Do you like melon?
Do you have any berries?
Yes, those are the options if you wanted like the full fruit salad or without melon. We have so many people who just don't like melon. We've started offering it without it.
I'm not really that much of a fan. Berries are my favorite though, so the berries would be. I'd really like some berries.
Excellent. I'll bring you the berry medley. Who's next?
Go ahead.
Forgive me. Whatever you have with the platter, the classic platter you said, that would be lovely.
Yes, the traditional. Mm-hmm. And do you want toast or hash browns with that?
Could I get both?
Yeah, sure. I'll just add it to your employer's tab.
Sure.
I think I'll just have the omelet with some sides. Quick question: the coffee you have here is it as strong as the one at the shop down on the boardwalk? I had a rather bad reaction.
No, we do not employ Gretchen from Cafe Two Creams. We have our own master brewer coffee here at the Prime Shine. Yes. So
Okay,
coffee.
And
do you like a light, medium, or dark roast?
Oh, definitely light.
Okay, and would you prefer full cream, half and half, or a percentage of milk?
Half and half.
Can I have some salt water, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Salt. Water. Okay. Omelet.
Thank you.
What do you want in your omelet? Cheese?
Cheese and whatever the meat of the day is, I guess.
Excellent. You, ma'am? With the delightful copper hair.
Oh, thank you. Might I have 2 poached eggs, 2 strips of bacon, and please extra crispy. And could you use towels to pat some of the grease out? I don't want to get my hands super filthy or anything.
A rural table next door.
Going on somewhere.
Gosh. She's like,
yes, and they don't tip well either. Can I get you anything else?
Yes. A side of melon cut into pieces, please. And also a cup of coffee, black, super dark coffee, dark roast with cream, please.
The full cream?
Yes. And I think that'll be all. And an extra napkin.
Oh, yeah.
Could I have some coffee as well, as sweet as you can make it?
Just sweet coffee.
Sweet, yes. Just throw some sugar in there. I don't,
Oh, sugar, please. We have ways of making it sweet.
Okay.
Yes.
Shady.
Oh, I'm sorry. You, sir. I do believe you're the only one who has not ordered.
I would like pancakes.
Okay.
Much similar order to my colleague.
Stacking berries with very sweet coffee.
With no, not the sweet coffee.
Oh, okay.
Medium roasted coffee.
Anything in that?
Nope, plain.
Great. Excellent. I will be. I'll bring your order in, and it should be out within a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
And as soon as he disappears behind the doors, Allie Ward comes in and sits down at the table and says, I trust you all had a good night's rest?
It was delightful.
It was a very good sleep.
Very comfortable beds. The sign said so.
Yes. Well, only the best. Power of suggestion. Not implying that someone used suggestion on you, just... Anyway.
It does work.
It does, yes. Well,
What about you? Did you get a good night's sleep?
I did.
Great.
I did. I've actually already been down and had breakfast.
Oh, wow. Early riser.
Yes, but I've been thinking, since I'm more tagging along than anything, where would you like to start our adventure?
We do have 4 places to choose from.
It's true.
Wasn't there someone here in Cascade?
Yes. There is a place here in Cascade.
The Wunderplatt family?
Yes.
I believe.
That is correct.
Wunderplatt.
Wunderplatt. You were, yeah.
Okay.
You're close. Close.
It's probably a good place to start.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, we have to come back here anyway, so there's that too.
Valkyrie, does your family have any connection with the folks in Silverstruck with
the flames?
Would they, Andrew?
You know that the current mayor of Silverstruck is not a flam.
Well, I don't really know them
Mayor
personally.
Krana.
What?
Mayor Krana.
Mayor Krana?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the mayor now is Mayor Krana. So, that must have been a previous mayor. So if we, I don't know where to find Gregor Flam, but maybe the current mayor would know?
I suppose. I don't know what manner of records are kept here on the surface, and it was a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're going to want to find Mayor Gregor Flam, I mean, I can probably tell you where he is.
Is he deceased still?
Yes, probably buried in the cemetery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what you do with your dead. How odd.
What do you do?
Oh,
Do you
things don't usually live that long or continue to exist that long under the sea once their vitality is gone.
Oh.
So you eat them or they just disappear?
We do not eat our own, but yes, their resources are returned into the circle of the ocean.
That makes sense.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Can we visit your home?
Do you breathe underwater?
I mean, there's spells for that.
Could you survive rather far under the surface? It would be quite a bit of pressure and no light anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But yes, where would you all? I mean, Nathaniel obviously seems a man of many opinions. Do you have anything? Where do you think we should start, Nathaniel?
Well, I was gonna ask, where is Silverstruck? Because I'm not used to the area around here.
Sure. So, the furthest journey is to Tapestry Hills. It's about a 1.5 day journey. We'd have to stop along the way, but along the way is Silverstruck, and then kind of a detour would be Inkwell Peak. Everything's relatively close. Again, 1.5 day journey is the longest trip that we will have to make, and that's if we go directly there from here.
I would say we either start with the thing closest to us or the thing furthest, and just make our way back, since you said that we will be coming back here regardless anyway.
Correct.
You make a good point. What do you think? And she'll just look down and pat her sword. How long is breakfast gonna take? Because I'm literally starving.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, the waiter comes out with 2 large trays and sets them down, and they are suspended in the air. Anyone want to make an Arcana check?
Sure.
If you want, I mean,
Although I'm not very good at it.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof. Oh my God! Floating platters.
I gotta.
Look at pretty platters.
So cool.
That's an excellent trick.
Oh man. No one else
Where's
checking.
my
Okay.
food?
Did you roll, Avienda?
Yeah, I got a 7, so it's like,
yeah.
yay,
Floating
awesome.
platters. Vaughn, you notice that this is probably a spell. Anyway, your food as ordered is dished out to you. Those of you that ordered the pancakes, you have like 8 of them stacked up on top of the other with like a big glob of yellow butter, like golden almost, like the highest quality stuff, with literally a pint mason jar filled with maple syrup.
Steph is like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Just throwing it away.
And
How do you eat that without getting sticky?
a modest bowl of berries. A good number for again those that got those. Avienda, your order is 2 order.
Thank
Exactly.
you so
The
much.
bacon is not even moist.
Oh,
Added.
thank you.
And
put a napkin on her shirt like this, like just tucking it, and then another napkin on her lap because she doesn't like to get out. How do you guys eat pancakes without getting sticky? I don't understand.
Who cares if you get sticky?
um,
Maple syrup like drips from her mouth.
She'll just take her spoon and start eating her.
Seth, before you is like a what anyone else would probably, I mean, you don't know, but anyone else would probably guess as like 4 scrambled eggs, couple squares of toast, a big, like half the plate, big plate is hash browns, and a glass of salt water with a dressing of kelp. Did I look this anyone? No. Oh yeah, omelet. Vaughn, your omelet's at least a 6-egg omelet. I mean, this is
Oh my lord.
big omelet. Big omelet. But yeah, and then you have your all your coffees are good, and there's no disturbance
Thank you.
internally.
Thankfully.
For anyone.
Absolutely can. You're just
Do you
jealous
mind
that
if I
you
have
can't
a second cup of coffee, please?
Oh, of course.
I forgot the first time with the ordering.
And yeah, boop, boop,
Thank you.
immediately you have another cup.
Great. Great. I haven't had this many pancakes in a long
Always
time.
nice to see hungry patrons. And the waiter walks off, very satisfied.
It tastes great.
I'll pass on your compliments to the chef.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is obviously like good quality stuff.
Mhm.
Very good quality stuff, and everyone would be surprised if any of you finish anything.
Oh, it's gone. Like
Yeah. Oh,
58
speedy
pancakes is
and time
halfway eaten.
record. Awesome. Are you asking for seconds of the syrup?
No, we're good.
Okay, yeah, a
Just
pint's a
imagine
lot.
her hiding the
but
syrup in
It
her
is.
bag.
It is. She knows.
Oh,
she knows.
I
what's
forgot
up.
to mention that your berries have been sprinkled
Like
with sugar.
dusted.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and have like a couple mint leaves on them.
Great. She
yeah.
put the mint leaves on with the berries and ate them along with the pancakes.
See, there you go. So you guys wrap up with dinner. Allie throws a big tip on the table. Goes, well, where are we starting?
Yeah,
Close or far?
I think we should go ahead and get the close out of the way, personally.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
do it, get it done.
Mm-hmm.
That way,
Excellent.
after, we don't have to, like, think about walking all the way back. And, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get out of the way.
Okay. Let us go to Villa Wonderplot then.
Sounds great.
Yeah. And they get up and start walking for the door.
Seth definitely pocketed some silverware.
Oh, why don't you make a stealth check?
She tried to pocket some silverware. Yep.
Oh,
Maybe not.
The waiter goes, "Hey, you dropped this," and hands you a fork.
Thank you. Thank you so much. She puts it in her bag.
Those look just like ours. Oh my god. And
I'll leave a gold piece on the table for it.
Oh gosh.
Okay. And as you are walking out, you see Heather, the hostess and check-in person for the party. She's like, "Hi. I hope you.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. I get to eat the leftovers of things that people don't eat. It's fine.
Seth
Which is quite a lot, actually.
Okay.
Seth reaches into her bag and gives her one of the salmon taffies that she had.
Oh, I love candy. Where'd you get this?
This is from the it's very flavorful, isn't it? It's salmon. It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
This is from
Just
the
like
taffy
the row.
shop. Yeah, this is from the taffy shop down on the water across from Two Creams.
Oh yeah, I wish you had prefaced.
Yeah, saltwater tabbies.
Yeah.
You said you like candy?
I do. I love candy.
I'll have to make you some.
Would you like
sometime.
another?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
One is quite enough of taffy. I have fillings. It's not.
I'll make you some non-taffy candy sometime and bring it by.
I would love that. Do you use the gold leaf stuff?
Gold leaf? No, I don't use gold leaf.
The edible gold?
No.
No. Could you?
Oh, could I? So you want something with gold leaf on it, and she'll take out
I would.
our...
Yeah, I would really
journal.
appreciate that.
Okay, all right.
Like as much as you can shave on there. It would be really wonderful.
Gold leaf candy. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as soon as I have some of that made up, I'll either send it over to you or bring it over myself.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye now.
After we walk out, like, Valkyrie's going to turn to Seth. Oh, she has fancy tastes.
I didn't know people ate gold up here on the surface.
Yeah, I mean, some people do. It's not easy to come by or cheap to come by. Interesting. But maybe if I ask around in Silverstruck, you might be able to get some. Yeah. And she's like goes to like doodling in her journal.
I never thought to try any of the gold pieces that I found.
A side quest has been acquired.
Well, you would know. Well, I don't. Well, okay. Don't eat like all metal here.
Okay.
But this is, some people have just very, very small pieces, shavings.
I never would have thought of that. That's strange.
It is.
It is a weird thing.
Avienda's probably really familiar with that.
It's supposed to help.
Oh, it is so
It's
good.
supposed to help with the, I think with your like digestion or
Makes it taste a
help
lot
your
richer,
skin.
you know?
I don't know. There's some kind
Oh,
of stuff for it.
You let it shine more when you eat gold? Like the gold is shiny?
Like your skin? Sure.
So if you just poop it out.
This way.
Oh.
Allie motions for you to follow as he
Yeah.
walks down the street.
Yeah. Valkyrie's talking as she's walking.
Yeah, that's good. Vaughn, you do pass a 3-story graffitied hotel, the Happiness Hotel, on your way by, and there's a very angry goblin trying to run out what look like homeless people from the hotel. I don't know who you are, but you did not pay. Out, out, out.
I'll approach and say, is there a problem?
I don't know what it is. I woke up this morning and all the beds were full. That doesn't happen. All the beds were full, and it was all people that I know have no money.
Well, you wouldn't have let them in if they didn't pay, or the beds weren't paid for.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm very confused.
Well, it
Now,
seems
good
like
day,
seems to be a
sir.
confusing morning for all of us. So
This isn't the last that you all have heard of Professor Dentures.
Professor Dentures?
dentures.
Okay.
What are dentures?
Well, they're
Or is that-
false
that's-
teeth that go
Oh.
into.
I thought it seemed a strange name. But what about their real teeth? Why would you need more? She like shows you all of her teeth.
Don't you not have 5 rows?
Yeah, like, it's like all the way back.
Well, sometimes when people get older, they just lose all of their teeth. Sometimes they lose
Awful.
all their teeth when they're younger too.
So I'll turn to Professor Dentures and say, well, what's done is done. With each new day is a new opportunity. So
Hey,
there's
you
nothing
all
you
want
can
to
do
make
about
some quick cash?
nothing illegal, I hope.
What do you need?
Oh, just kick all these people out.
The balance is that they have not paid in your, I assume you have some sort of records.
One would assume.
And-
When one assumes it's not good.
We should really consider keeping books, track of things when people pay for things.
Do you need a book?
Do you need some paper?
No, I have paper. I use it to wrap the sandwiches.
You need a brain?
Well, do you keep books of when people pay for things? If not, I would suggest it.
I mean, I don't let people stay in rooms in exchange for books.
How would you know that if you don't keep records anyway?
Are we talking like vinyl?
Just like a journal. If you just write it down. Like, for instance, let me tell you, my parents own a business, and they used to not keep records, and they started, and it did them worlds of good. And now they can keep track of everything they sell. Consider it, but get a journal. You know, just I think you can buy one for a couple of gold. And
Or I have
If
a
I
friend
keep
that makes.
books, will I have to pay taxes?
Wouldn't-
that's according to your government.
Nathaniel, you worked for the government. Do people have to pay taxes?
Yeah, Nathaniel.
Well, most people have to pay for taxes. Depends on what.
All right, not
kingdom or
interested.
town
Bye.
that you're in.
He turns around and goes inside.
Sounds like somebody might need to be reported.
But I didn't deal with money, so I, mean,
Is
I
there a
don't
better
know.
hotel bureau here? We can go and talk to.
I mean, you guys are technically going to see the mayor.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get a ways down this street. It starts kind of curving around the cove that Cascade is on, away from the city, or the town, the big town, I should say. This is a very beautiful road. There's lots of artists around. There's lots of artwork, sculptures and stuff dotting it. It seems like this was designed to be walked down. And up ahead, towards the end of this lane, you can see a couple of different places. One is a large, almost entirely glass building. In the other, behind a set of wrought iron gates and a stone wall, is a gorgeous villa.
So, okay, they're separate. The House of Glass is one, and
Yeah,
the villa is another.
totally different things. Mhm.
What's inside the House of Glass? Or is anything? Is it merely glass?
Is Seth saying this out loud?
I imagine Seth is looking at it. And
Yeah, Valkyrie's looking at it too.
Why are you guys slowing down? Come on, let's keep going.
Look at this building. Have you Allie, what is this?
Oh, that's the Marine Research Center. They're devoted to preserving the coral reefs. Although, I mean, the coral reefs that separate the archipelago from whatever's on the other side of the coral reefs.
See, maybe we should visit after we go and see the mayor.
Ooh, I would love to. That would
Sure.
be fantastic to speak with animals possibly from home.
This will be interesting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we? Yeah, we can stop by there on the way back. That's fine.
Yeah, we can go and see the mayor, and then before we leave town, we can go and visit.
Oh, now something you need to know about the mayor.
Yes.
It's not Lord Bellis Wonderplot, and it's not Lady Bellis Wonderplot. It is Lordy Bellis Wonderplot.
Lordy.
Mm-hmm.
Lordy.
Lordy, yes. A mixture of lord and lady, if you will. Please don't embarrass me.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Lordy sounds lovely.
I'm glad you
Thank you.
share it with us.
And just again, she's a descendant of an esteemed noble family. So let's best behavior, please. And as you approach these wrought iron gates, they just magically, if you will, swing open, revealing gardens and just some of the most beautiful landscaping artwork that you have probably ever seen.
Well, there's a lot to see here.
Incredible. Opulence, it's something I'm not used to.
That is true. And I'm assuming you're just continuing to follow Allie through the center lane to the front door. And Allie knocks with a sharp rap. The door opens. And there is a upper middle-aged human woman dressed in kind of servant's garb in front of you. And she goes, "Yes? Oh, are you here for the tour?"
No.
There's a tour?
I'll turn to Allie like, you're here with
Wonderplot Estate is always open for people to come view and discover its cultural heritage and everything that it has to offer the region.
It sounds wonderful, but we're here to speak with Lordy Bellis Wonderplot.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
Are they at home?
Yes.
Valkyrie
they
will
are.
side-eye Allie. Do we have an appointment, Allie?
No, we do not have an appointment, but I think she will want to see us. I'm sorry, I think they will want to see us. I'm embarrassing all of us now. I'm sorry. You are like, you were
the one who said.
And Pada kind of the servant goes, "I'm Pada. I'm the stewardess here. Please come in." And opens the door. It'll be a few minutes before they can come and attend to you. But just come in here. You guys, again, this is opulent, like beautiful, a different kind of beautiful than what you're used to, Avienda, back at the estates of Ilyilion. But this is still pretty nice. It's still pretty nice. You're impressed.
It's beautiful.
And so Pada directs you into a seating area, which is all delightfully comfortable couches and chaise lounges and whatnot, and with big giant portraits of probably dead people on the walls and frescoes on the ceilings and all that good stuff.
Rococo style.
Very much.
So we're sitting in a room by ourselves right now?
Are there other people waiting? Or do we have a minder?
Were we taken to a jail cell?
A very pretty
no,
one.
but I do send you a roll request. Sorry, as I get used to that.
Luxurious jail cell.
Yeah, Sethan, this is overwhelming for you.
She's sitting with her bags in her lap and just kind of.
Yeah. What is
so
all
much
of this
stuff?
Same for you, Nathaniel and Valkyrie. Avian, did you get a roll request? Okay, thanks. Avienda and Vaughn will notice sitting in an armchair with their back to you, although you can't really tell, you just see an arm on the armchair. Does that make sense? Like, this is a high back armchair, so you can't see who's sitting in it.
Turned to us, turned away from us.
Right, yeah, because they're looking out like one of these big windows over the garden.
Kind of Inspector Gadget style.
Yes.
Except with no cat.
With the
yes.
claw.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Hello.
The arm gives kind of like a jump. And an elderly halfling woman jumps down from the chair and walks around and goes, "Oh my, guests! Well, how do you do? My name is Garmia. Garmia Wonderplot. It is a pleasure, I'm sure."
Seth is still kind of.
Oh, we thought that we'd be taken to Lordy Bellis Wonderplot.
Oh, this is the waiting room.
Okay.
Sit down, make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
I'm just here looking out the window at the gardens.
Wanted to make sure. So you have the last name as well of Wonderplot. Are you related?
Yes, I am Bellis's aunt.
Oh. What an honor.
Yeah. It's nice to visit. It is beautiful here, the family estate that they get to live in. I'm sorry if I'm
distant relative.
No. Father's sister. So her aunt, yes.
So your brother was?
Bellis's father.
That his name was?
Marcus.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I have to ask everyone that I see, have you heard any good rumors? I must say, I have a bit of a weak spot for good information.
Did you know that people eat gold?
Yes, darling, that's old hat.
It's
just learned that today.
Moth-eaten, even.
Sure. I'm sorry, I don't really have any rumors for you.
Nothing.
Avienda, do you have any rumors to pass along? Not saying you're the rumor type, I'm just... might have gotten around more than...
Did you know that there are goblins living right outside of town?
Oh, right.
Yes. Not vermin.
You have experience with goblins.
a long, storied history. Goblins.
A personal storied history, or
A personal storied
rumors
history,
you've
yes.
heard?
I commissioned a piece of art from a goblin artist, and they had the nerve of giving me something in the Art Deco style.
That is just awful.
Did you ask for a different style than Art Deco?
Well, one should assume that nobody wants that. So that insult couldn't be and never will be forgiven. I made
Right.
sure
Totally.
they lost their job.
Totally. Oh, do you mind
And
giving
all
us a few
patrons.
minutes? And I'll actually. She's trying to get her out of the room, so she's gonna tell her the location of the goblins.
Oh, yes.
Do with it what you will.
Oh, the secrets. So you're walking her out of the room, kind of a thing. Okay.
I know. It's nice talking with you.
Oh, you too. Come back tomorrow. I'm sure you will have heard some new things.
Of course, always.
I am always. Oh, I'm very sorry. I forgot. Here you go. And she hands you a platinum piece.
Thank
I
you.
always compensate for information. Ta-ta! And she heads upstairs.
Ta-ta.
So we're
Metal
alone
figure.
in the room right now.
You are now alone in the room.
That
I
gets
have relatives
underlined.
like that, so you just learn how to, I'll just sit back down on the couch. I'll sit next to Seth, and it's okay. I know it's overwhelming right now. It's a lot. I mean, heck, it's a lot even for me, but you'll be okay. She's like, if she'll allow her to kind of rub her back and be
Oh
like,
yeah, she's just kind of like,
it's okay.
Valkyrie's gonna stand up and kind of take a glance around at what is in this room exactly. Like on the shelves.
Yeah,
Does she
I
see
mean, you
anything?
see some crystalline sculptures and what look like some very nice pieces of like pictures, like smaller pictures though. The frames themselves are probably made of gold. Some of them are inlaid with some jewel work.
Anything smaller.
On a couple of the end tables, kind of being used as a paperweight, there is a small emerald unicorn.
Ooh. How small are we talking? Like inches?
Yeah, I mean this is about 4 inches long total,
Okay.
and that's the longest dimension.
Okay. All right.
So not like slip it up your sleeve small, but walk away with it in your purse small.
Sure. Thanks for the clarification.
You're welcome.
Is there, so we're the only people in this room, correct? Are the doors open?
Would you like to make another perception check?
I would like to make another perception check, yes. In fact, I'm going to use my own dice here. Perception, that's okay. Don't fail me now. Well, yeah, never mind. That's like a 6, a 7.
You do not notice anybody. The coast seems clear.
Okay. Looking at with that perception roll, I probably wouldn't see if anyone else is looking at me either in the room.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm just comforting Seth then.
Yeah, I'll say Sethin does not get a perception check, and Avian doesn't either because you're kind of focused on what you're doing. But if either Vaughn or Nathaniel want to roll perception checks, if you'd have any reason to be like,
Nathaniel
Valkyrie's
would. Nathaniel
going-
would just be looking around as well.
Valkyrie's
so go
going
ahead.
to kind of turn her hip where her, I'm guessing her like over the shoulder satchel would be, and try to slip it into her bag.
Excellent. Sleight of hand check, please. You have to beat a 20.
You must beat a 20.
Well, that was a 19 with my plus is 26.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nathaniel, you do see Valkyrie. You don't really see what she's doing. She kind of like bends kind of weird for a moment, but you assume like she has a tight muscle. The threads, while very comfortable, or maybe just a little too soft.
They were way too soft. I would.
So, you know.
Vala could have helped you out with that, probably.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely.
No.
You can always go back and see Vala. Vala always happy for repeat customers.
After I heard that torture, well, the night before, I don't think I could.
No, you don't really remember that.
I know. I remember that. You're right. Never mind then.
That's not ringing a
That
bell.
was a dream I had.
You do remember seeing the contraption, but you don't really remember seeing it used.
Maybe it was just a dream I had then.
Yeah, maybe.
What kind of stuff are you into? Jesus.
Normal things.
Normal things.
Normal
Excellent.
things.
Yeah.
She'll go and sit down after
Okay.
kind of like not directly kind of go around the room another time. Say very softly to herself, I know, and sit down on one of the on the couch or wherever,
Excellent.
trying to look as inconspicuous as possible.
Of course. Is there any other way to look? Give me 1 second. I have seemed to misplace something of great importance. Oh, here we go.
How's this taking?
Pada comes back, and behind her is, in fact, Lordy Bellis Wonderplot, who I'm going to annoyingly have to re-download the picture for. Boop. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Oh God, I don't think I resized this one. Sorry, ahead of time. Boop. And Lordy Bellis Wonderplot is quite, well, a beautiful halfling.
Ooh.
And they come bounding into the room, rather bubbly, and says, well, hello, welcome to Villa Wonderplot. I'm told that you have business with me.
I'll stand up and give a deep bow.
Oh, please. No, none of that. I try so hard to be as normal as a person as I can. No abuse of the station here.
Is respect abuse of a station?
No, I suppose not. I do appreciate the gesture, but not necessary. Not necessary. Well, what can I do for you?
And Seth looks over at the rest of the party
John,
and
did you want to take this one?
All right, I will give these slight annoyance at Ali, but
You're
We are-
doing great.
We've been tasked with finding some interesting things across Cape Verdes by Ali here.
Oh, okay.
And it came to our attention that one of the items we're looking for is an iron pin that was in the custody of your Orin Wonderplot. Is he a relative of yours?
Ooh, yes. Several generations back. You say this was a possession of his.
That was last known, sort of. So the establishment of ownership, I guess, is not certain. It was just sort of, this is what we were told, that it was last known to be with Orin Wonderplot.
Okay. Follow me. And Allie, keep messing up. Dang. They lead you themselves around the staircase, down a hall, and into a back room, and which is set up like a museum, very much, with like all kinds of artifacts, just kind of chilling around. And Lordy Bella says, "Well, please take a look around, and if you see what it is you think you are looking for, let me know."
All right. Thank you very much. Your hospitality is wonderful and greatly appreciated.
Allie speaks up and says, No. I'm sorry. These are all too big. It's a pin. It's small. It has writing. He pulls out the map. It has writing like this on it. And Bells goes, Oh, well, certainly. Come with me. I didn't know that had any value to it. And they lead you upstairs, apparently to their private chambers, which are very clean. And goes over to a vanity and pulls up a small iron pin. Goes, I've used this to put my hair on occasion. I don't have any sentimental attachment to it, so I see no harm in parting with it if it's something that you need.
Is there something we could do for you or give you in return for this bestowment?
Well,
Seth doesn't really believe how easy this is.
I mean, if you're offering, I'll take you up on it. But here, take it first, and then we can talk about what I might need help with.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Allie will reach out.
Can I take a closer look at it just to be sure that, like, if Allie has it and took it?
Yeah, Allie will let you look at it. Are you doing? What are you trying to do specifically?
Well, the words are visible, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like, these ones are kind of hieroglyphic-y etchings, but
we don't have to like throw it in the fireplace to get it to light up.
No.
Toss it into a
Okay.
volcano.
I'm sure you could try that.
I mean, they're supposed to be indestructible, so
You know the map didn't burn.
Is there a fireplace in her room?
There is. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes, there is.
Is it lit?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna walk over to the fireplace and chuck it in there.
Oh, Allie goes, ah!
Oh boy.
I mean, if fire doesn't, right?
Right.
This is
yes.
true.
Oh, just for the briefest moment. This is my first time seeing one of these artifacts, and
But we also have to make
That was
sure, because like
just a little much.
And I'm sorry.
Allie runs over there and grabs a pair of tongs and reaches in and pulls it out and is like trying to cool it off. And it looks unfazed, even like it didn't even get like red. didn't seem to have any sort of change on it at all. Peculiar,
Okay.
says Lordy Bellis. So, yeah. If you want to help me, no obligation, truly. I have had some trouble. Cascade is a center of culture, and so we throw fairs and parties and public parties and stuff like that on often. We aren't in the red, but I get the feeling that our revenue isn't exactly what it should be. Do you understand what I mean?
Do you suspect foul play? Do you suspect?
I don't think anyone's stealing anything per se. I am curious of a few properties and whether or not they are paying taxes. However,
who would those be?
Well, one of them is a shop downtown. They do armor, and I believe the proprietor's name is Jules. And I mean, I have record of their payment, but
That's good.
But again, I'm uncertain if the payment was ever truly received. The same goes for the silly goblin, Professor Dentures, is what he calls himself.
The Happiness Hotel.
Yes, at the Happiness Hotel. That's right.
Vaughn will ask, who collects your taxes?
Well, I have a someone that's their job. Her name is Pada. What? I don't deal with her directly. Pada, what is the gnome's name? It's Thimble. You lady, lordship. Thimble. Yeah. Yes. She's a gnome in our employ. It's always seemed honest to me. I hadn't really suspected her until you asked that question.
Well, you mentioned having a record that they paid but not getting the payment, right?
True. Very true.
Doesn't that seem suspicious for bookkeeping?
Well, yes, it does. But I find that people who work for me usually work better when they feel that I trust them and I'm not constantly looking over their shoulders.
Sure. So you saw this discrepancy and just went on with it, so as not to cause, not to ruffle feathers.
Well, to be fair, I've only found out about the discrepancy this morning.
Oh, okay. So it's
briefly before you came. That's why I was delayed in coming to meet with you.
So you don't deal with Thimble directly, then?
I do not. No.
Who does, per se?
Oh, Pada.
Or can we just ask Thimble ourselves?
Certainly. I'm sure Pada could arrange a meeting for you.
Great. Yeah. Seems like that'd be the best place to start, and then see what Thimble has to say and head from there. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming by.
Wait, do we get paid for this?
I'm sorry?
We're getting the pen. We're getting the pen. And
the pen?
Yeah. That's how we're getting the pen, is getting.
Okay.
Oh no obligation. The pin isn't payment. You can have the pin. If you would like to do me a favor in return, this is something you could do.
I don't. I think it'd be fine. I think we have plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't think Avi's under any deadline, other than being in a rush. Yeah, I think, this would be if... I don't think so. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I forget sometimes. So, yeah, let's... I think maybe we should check with... Maybe we should check with Jules first. He seems to be... An armorer seems to be sort of a respectable position.
We should check with the goblin, right? Ask her first, right? Because we should go to the source. I'm sorry. We've had nasty dealings
we can do that.
with goblins. I feel like that'd be the first place, and then we can check with Jules.
Okay, that's fair enough. Where can we find this goblin? I mean, no. Put that on my head.
We're so sorry. We had a bad run-in with goblins before coming here, and
we're just stuck on goblins.
It's been a problem with us.
Well, I have to go to my next appointment, but Pata can take you there herself, couldn't you, Pata? And Pata goes, why, yes. Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good.
And Lordy Bellis Wonderplot bows to each of you, and
Valkyrie will bow awkwardly.
Motions you
yes
to follow Pata.
Is she wearing any jewelry, Andrew?
They are, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Valkyrie, whatever they're wearing, whether it's a ring or Valkyrie will compliment, after rising from her awkward bow, will compliment them on the jewelry.
Thank you. It's a family heirloom, part of a set. Actually, you see the jewel shaped as like a unicorn. Yes,
it's beautiful. My family deals in jewels, so I know a keeper when I see it.
Well, again, have a wonderful day. And if you all need anything during your stay here in Cascade, please do not hesitate to come by.
Awkward bow again.
Sort of half respectful bow.
All right, let's Valkyrie will rush over to Polly.
All right, Pata will go ahead and escort you all to the front and say, you really can't miss it. It's right across from the Happiness Hotel, actually.
Okay. Sounds like a winner. Thank you.
Yeah. I know.
Let's go, guys.
Seth is still kind of in a daze.
Are there pieces? Okay, is there like a coffee table like thing in the middle of the room?
There was in the waiting room that you were in. Yeah.
Right before we leave, can I turn around and see if there's like paper, like a notepad or anything like that? And
yeah, sure. Yes. There seem to be a few pieces of parchment.
I'll take it.
As we're heading out, Nathaniel will ask Ali, are we on a deadline? Is there a time that we have to have all this done?
I mean, I'm, of course, chomping at the bit, if you will, to get all of these, but no, technically not. Oh! Which reminds me, 50 more platinum for each of you for the acquisition of one of the objects.
Thank you. Thank you. I assume you want all of these items before you...
Wait.
Yeah.
It was 50 gold. 50
Yeah.
gold. I'm sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
50 gold to each of you.
Shoot.
I assume you do want all of these before you die, though. Yes?
Yes, I would prefer that.
I mean, you are quite old. Perhaps it could happen any day.
Oh.
Hey, Sethan, let's go ahead and head out. Tell me about
I have
your
a gray
hometown.
hair. No?
Tell me about your hometown and your family.
Oh, the hold of, and she's like doing the salute on her chest, and she's like, the hold of Mistral is a stalwart and dependable force. None have passed beyond our boundaries in living memory, and we protect the depths of the sea and any that would enter there from damaging our world and our oceans.
That's amazing.
And she's kind of wistful, and she's it is.
I hope one day to visit, if possible.
I would love for you to come. I would love to visit again as well. She kind of turns away.
In no time, I'm assuming you're going right to Thimble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In no time, you make it right to a much nicer building than the Happiness Hotel across the street from it. That just has a sign over the door that says collections. And you head in, and bell dings on your way in the door, and you see a woman look up and go, well, welcome. Are you here to pay your dues?
We're here to ask a few questions.
Oh, certainly.
Not on behalf, but we just spoke to Lordy Bellis Wonderplot.
Uh-huh.
And
they're lovely.
Yes, they are. They tasked us to try to seek out some people who haven't paid their taxes.
I don't think a citizen in Cascade has missed a tax day, well, ever.
According to the books they have,
not my books.
Oh, well, are you saying that Lordy Bellas Wonderplot is lying?
Maybe just confused. Finances aren't their expertise.
Well, I believe Plotty also agreed. Are you saying they're both confused?
Well, I mean, really, stewardess, that she doesn't do money stuff either. That's what I am here for. This is what I do in service of Cascade and the Wonderplots.
Can Seth do an insight check?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
Nathaniel would like to do a hand.
Yeah, it's going to be a group insight, I'm sure.
I'm going to unsheath my sword, place it in front of them, and just tap it. Kind of go like this with my head. Do you want to try that again?
Please, we are in a civilized town. There's no need for that.
Vaughn will say, perhaps this is just a misunderstanding. So let's take a step back and...
No.
What happens next after you get the taxes? Where do you take them to be deposited?
Well, I mean, they come here, it all gets counted and tallied and entered into the books, and then I take it all over to the bank, and it gets deposited into the city's account.
So surely you have deposit slips.
May we see your records?
Now, why do excuse me, you said you were not here on behalf of Lordy Bellis Wonderplot?
She told us to
Oh,
look.
that was just a formality.
She told us to look into it, and we decided that we would come and give you the benefit, the honor of asking you first before.
And who are you?
Well, Lordy Bellis Wonderplot trusts us. I would think that would be enough. Yeah.
As you said, if
That naive child should never be in charge of it.
if you truly have nothing to hide and everything is above board, there should be no issue. And Seth smiles with all her teeth.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay,
I'm afraid we can't.
We'll let Lordy. We will let Lordy Bellis know that Lordy Wonderplot that you were uncooperative then, and Valkyrie will start turning around to leave.
Seth is going to stand her ground.
Are you trying to intimidate her, Valkyrie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then go ahead and make an intimidation check. Avienda is more than welcome to make one of those as well, since she has a sword pointed in her direction. All right, Avi,
I'll just
role
keep
play out
tapping.
just one more thing. Yep.
Yeah, I had taken it out and I had placed it in front of the gnome, and I'm sitting there tapping the sword. So I'm just gonna keep tapping. It's like almost like horror movie style, like just the sound.
Sweat runs down her face. Can you put that away and please leave my office?
Are you refusing? That's funny. No.
If you don't leave, I'll
The
fight
authorities?
you.
Fight us? That's a little different than calling the authorities. Why would
Have
you
you-
fight us instead of having the police come?
Have you a weapon?
I do.
Seth is like almost laughing at her.
Wow.
You see, I have not yet used my weapon on you, even though we've asked you multiple questions. And yet you continue to still lie. And then you jump to, oh, let's fight. You're funny.
Accusing me of lying? That's outrageous.
And yet you show no proof to prove your innocence.
And you have no proof for my guilt.
Maybe you should give him one of those salmon tapas.
You like salmon? I also have, she kind of looks back at the others. She says, I also have black squid.
I mean, something did smell fishy when you came in.
Oh.
Seth smiles even deeper at that. And she says,
The squid is
perhaps Vaughn or Nathaniel would like to help me give this to you.
That's all right. I would much
Nope.
prefer you rather left.
I prefer we saw your records. We do have a member of the City Watch with us.
Not any City Watch I've seen. But she does place a large book onto her desk from a locked drawer. Here, the books. Figure of speech. The ledger. Happy?
Leisure.
Leisure. Oh, French.
Would you
Thank
mind
you.
if we took this book with us and take it to the bank and compare it against the deposits?
Help yourself.
All right, Vaughn will take the book.
Okay.
I try to I want to lean across the way and see if there's like any extra places where they make stuffed books or whatever. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's like
If there's an extra
more
book.
drawers and places.
Sure. If anyone is feeling a similar suspicion genuinely and would like to make an investigation check, go ahead.
Investigation.
Why did it not go through? Because fantasy grounded, Dina, but. And come on. Okay, let's try this.
Ooh, nice.
Avienda, you noticed that as she opened that drawer and took the ledger out, that there is another ledger in the drawer. And she is going to close the drawer.
I'm gonna pick up my sword and point it at her.
Yes. You have what you want.
Only half of it.
If you want to look over.
Can I have the other book, please?
Okay.
Sorry.
Can't do that.
Does it belong to someone that isn't you?
No, it's mine.
And you don't mind if we take it to pour over the records for Lordy, right?
I mean, it's an unrelated book. I don't see why you would want it.
Stop it. Stop.
Well, if it's unrelated, I can't see why we can't see that it's unrelated.
Why are you people so nosy?
We've been asked to be nosy.
If there truly is a mistake on Lordy's part, then you have nothing to fear, and we will surely correct it.
Absolutely. You have the ledger to do that with. Please.
I'm afraid not.
Fine. And she takes another ledger out of the drawer and sets it on her desk.
Does it look any different from the other one? Like,
It is almost identical on the outside. Maybe a slightly less exposure to the sun. So a slightly darker brown cover.
Okay. See my sword. See you. Okay, thanks. Bye. I picked up the book off the. Bye.
Is Porter with us? Porter.
Pata? No, she had walked you as far as the door. It's like, you can find it yourself.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
is Allie with us?
Allie is with you, yes. They are currently outside with Valkyrie, though. They want to move on to the next thing.
I'll turn to Nathaniel and say, well, the dilemma is
If
we
go,
take the books, we take the books back to Lordy, but I'm sure the second we leave this office, she's going to make her run for it.
I had the same thought.
I hate this as much to
Split.
yeah.
Well, only two people need to go to the bank. The rest can stay and watch the show.
I don't at this point I don't even think we need to go to the bank. We have the two ledgers. And I'm sure the second ledger will confirm what was actually deposited in the bank.
True.
I'll stand with you if you like.
Yeah, I think I would like to stay.
Excellent.
I will hand the other book, the original, the bad book, to Avienda and say,
Oh, thank you.
These are big.
Yeah,
heavy
that's
books.
what I was like, oh. Golly. Okay, thanks.
That gives.
Are you guys?
go ahead.
Sethan, are they?
I think they wish to stay with the mistress of the office.
Oh. Okay.
And Seth walks
until we
out.
get back.
Just as you all split up, well, I should say that Seth and Valkyrie and Avienda, are you all going? Allie will hang back with with Vaughn and Nathaniel.
Yeah, I'll be walking out behind Sethan, just like lugging around books.
Yeah. So as you guys make your ways back up the lane.
Where are they going?
Oh, yeah. Where are you going?
So we have a ledger, and then a ledger that she especially wished us not to see.
Oh, well, that was.
So we could go. We could go to the bank, or back to the estate, to Lordy's.
I'd say let's just go to the estate and give her the books.
They would probably appreciate that. Do you wish me to carry one for you?
Yeah,
would you please?
I can
Seth
help.
didn't even think about it.
Would you guys? If you don't mind.
Not very, very strong, but okay.
I love it. Way to be. So as you three leave and go, Vaughn and Nathaniel, are you staying in the room with Thimble?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while we're staying there, I was just going to say, Vaughn will talk to the gnome about the potential for forgiveness if one.
Excuse me for a moment. I must use the bathroom. And there, we'll go ahead and take our bio break.
But I don't know if that gnome's going to get a bathroom break.
That's why I didn't let the conversation continue and just said, we're going to do our bio break now. For those of you who are new to Madbird Streams, we do a bio break about halfway through our sessions. This is about 10 minutes where everyone goes and, gets snacks and refills their water and relieves themselves if necessary. So we'll be back 10 minutes. Bye.
All right. The mics are hot. Here we go.
Right. So I can practice my line now. We could do this the hard way or the easy way.
No, that was backwards.
Yeah, I know. Dyslexia takes its toll.
I mean, if the gnome really did go to the restroom, then yeah.
I haven't thought of that when she comes when we come back.
So do I.
I'll save it. Yeah. She looks wistfully.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be better if my snacks didn't taste off, but you know.
They
Oh, no.
taste off.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like it normally does. That's why.
Uh-oh.
Did someone fail on their crafting roll?
I failed at my own crafting roll, like going to the store and buying something correctly, probably.
What is
But
it?
it's the same thing. It's just
Oh, beef jerky.
Oh yeah, it's not something that you want to taste off.
yeah. I just
Make
it tastes
Make
off.
a Constitution saving
Please
throw.
be careful.
Right, I probably need
Jerky.
to. Well, I mean, they tasted good yesterday, and then today
Oh,
it's
no.
like, why is it taste off?
Maybe it's something you made before.
Probably.
Or if you accidentally like left the bag open?
No, I make sure that the bag was sealed.
Um,
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah. Get old Macho Randy Savage, yeah.
I forgot about those commercials.
Oh yeah, brother.
See, it's that Cascade. Yes.
Was he did this?
Yes.
Need the glasses and the hat.
You just let
Yeah.
me know when you're ready, Andrew.
I'm ready.
Okay. Alright. Here we. Oh, why is that one? Is that weird? Has the MA1 been up this entire time?
on the
I
stream?
think so.
It showed us.
Alright, we're good.
All right. I just need to go to the bathroom really quick.
Vaughn will say, funny you said that. I had the most wonderful breakfast this morning, and I really need to use it, I think, before you do. Is it okay if can you show me the bathroom, and can I I'll only be a minute.
Sure. Motions just behind her to a door. This isn't a large office. It's just her in here.
Civil servant. What are you going to do? Vaughn won't go in there. He doesn't have to go to the bathroom. He's just going to check the bathroom out, see if there's any windows, trapdoors.
There is a window, and there is what looks like attic access. I mean, it's one of those really up high windows that like opens like outward like that.
Okay.
So not something that anyone, even a small-sized individual, could easily crawl through.
Okay. All right. I'll leave the bathroom, come back out.
Mm-hmm. Did you wash your hands?
Of course. You see this armor? It just takes a little longer to get things back together again after.
Okay, well, I'll be right back.
And I'll tell Nathaniel stay here, and I will scoot outside and watch the outside of the building for any obvious signs of her leaving the
building. Okay. Where exactly are you positioning yourself?
I'll try to put it where I can see the window of the bathroom, just in case. She might have hidden a ladder in there.
True.
But also, I'll be watching the rooftop.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel, you hear a flush and the sound of someone washing their hands, and she comes out of the bathroom and sits in her chair.
Alrighty then.
I will walk around the building, peek in the door, and see if she's come back.
Yeah, you see her.
So I will join Nathaniel back in the office. And again, go back to proselytizing about the importance of asking for forgiveness and being forthwith with.
Of course.
Have you heard of the unnamed God?
In my religion, lying is a sin.
But
embezzlement is worthy of death.
But if you ask for forgiveness,
in my religion, embezzlement's just fine.
Yes. Oh gosh. Totally the norm.
Good God, bad God.
I want that to be the name.
Good God, bad God. Dang. Okay, let's cut and hop over to Seth, Valkyrie, and Avienda as they walk up to the front door of the estate, the villa again.
Is there a knocker? Do we knock?
Mm-hmm. Door opens. Prada's there. Oh, well, that was quick. Shall I let Lordy Bells know that you're here?
I was gonna say yes, but is there something, Sethan, that?
Seth is still kind of remembering when she was just kind of stricken with awe, and his.
Yes. I think it'd be best to talk to. Yes, to Lord. Yeah, to Lordy Wonderplot. Yes.
Okay. Come on in. I'll just follow me. I'll take you right to them. You're taken back into what looks like a little office towards the back of the house, and ushered in, and there sits Lordy Bells. Oh, wow. You're back.
Yes. We found, or we went to talk to your bookkeeper first.
Mm-hmm.
And we honestly we spoke to them, and they were very unforthcoming. saying that you must be confused. We tried to convince them that they were mistaken, that you were not confused, and were able to convince them to provide these 2 books, and we'll plop them down somewhere.
One they were less happy to part with than the other.
Yes.
And Seth points to that one.
Well, let's look at the good one first then. And they pulls out their own ledger. We're going to do that a lot, I can tell. And opens it up and is like comparing a few different lines. Goes, okay, these seem to check out. Closes that one of Thimbles, sets it aside, and takes the other one. And goes, yes. It seems as though Thimble has been pocketing the money from Jules. So we shan't hold that against him. While exempting Professor Dentures. Fascinating. Thank you very much for helping me get to the bottom of this. I will...
Do you want Thimble brought in?
Or one of the others?
No. That won't be necessary. Pada? Yes, your lordship. Could you alert the city watch that if Thimble attempts to leave town, to just arrest her? Indeed, I'd be delighted. And Pa starts walking away. Never did like her. kind of a thing. And then Lordy Bells looks back to you and goes, well, that, I believe, concludes our business, unless you want to find me a new bookkeeper, too.
Well, if we come across one, I'll be sure to tell them to stop by.
Sure.
My friend here makes books. She gestures at Avienda and is like, give her the pitch. Give them the pitch.
Slightly different skill.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you enjoy math and crunching numbers and accounting.
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's not
Sorry.
a strong point, but I will keep an eye out.
Thank you.
My parents are business people, so if I know of someone, I will send them your way.
Excellent. Well, have a wonderful day. You settled this so much faster than I thought you would.
Is there a wastebasket in Lordy's office?
Yes.
Is it like out where Sethin can look in it, or does she have to like go around behind the desk to look at it?
It's to the side of the desk.
Okay. Sethin has only been half listening to the last minute and is doesn't have her hand in it, but is definitely like holding her hands together so she doesn't perusing the waste bin.
Bellis gives you a quick look, kind of a double take, and well, I need to go get back to work. So, if you'll excuse me.
Awkward bow.
Beth just kind of like reaches in without looking and just grabs something randomly out of it, and then like does a weird curtsy and leaves.
Okay. You grabbed a cracked dish.
Yes. Yes, I've been wanting to get one of those. Does it have like many colors or just like one color of porcelain or pottery or wood? I don't know.
There you go. Now you have it.
Thank you.
All right, you all exit the villa. Where to next?
So does this mean that they don't have to stay with her?
Right. Hypothetically, yeah. She's not having. They're not having her actively brought in.
Yeah, I'll be saying it out loud
Oh,
to
sorry.
everybody else. It's okay. So we can go back and tell everyone else, and we'll be all together again.
Yeah.
Wow, this town is really noisy.
Yes, that would be
The tour group makes its way by.
into the. Oh, could we? Do we need to? Do you know if they wanted to see the marine life, beautiful glass building, that we passed earlier?
Oh yeah.
We could make a afternoon of it. I don't know what time of day it is.
It's after, yeah,
Yeah.
almost lunchtime.
I would like. I think it'd be interesting.
Business break. Woo! And Avi will start walking in the direction of where
The collections.
Yeah.
place? Okay.
Brain fart. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you all make it there without any problem. Allie's still outside.
Allie, we've concluded, and it seems successful. Are our friends still inside, Vaughn and Nathaniel?
Yes, they are. Can we go?
I would like to get them with us, but sure.
Excellent.
Seth sticks her head in and says, "We're good."
All right. Vaughn goes to leave, and as he leaves, turns to Thimble and says, "Remember what we talked about? Forgiveness."
I really don't want this tracked. Can you?
Hand it back to you.
Valkyrie's gonna give a wave inside. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Okay.
And step back.
Where
out.
are my books?
Roll her eyes as she leaves.
Have a wonderful day.
I'll pray for you.
I close the door and
Cheers.
continue on with everybody.
All right. Where to next?
Would you all like to go to the marine life research building?
Glass house?
The answer is
The
yes.
Allie gives an audible sigh of impatience.
Allie, what else are you wanting us to do? We got one. We've taken care of one pin already. I mean,
Again, life's work.
no, I
Very
understand.
excited.
I understand.
Of pin.
I understand. But as soon
Things left.
as soon as we look through this building, we can get on our way, or if it's not too late, we can start on our way. If it's getting later, then we can start on our way.
Okay.
Okay.
But just as well.
At least you have the pen.
You guys had.
And without bloodshed.
Indeed. Or
Getting good
much
at that.
theft.
No one died today.
Right. It's a good day.
Let's go.
You guys make it to the big glass building. It's quite an interesting work of architecture, because every wall seems to be made of a single sheet of glass, not like multiple panes like jointed together. The exception being where the doors are. Obvious joints there, hinges even.
That's good. Are you ready? Are you ready, Seth? Okay.
Yes.
Let's go inside.
Inside, you see a small creature who looks a lot like a rat. You've never seen anything like this before. Well, strike that. Aviana, could you roll me an intelligence check? You guys have never seen anything like this before. It's standing bipedally. It's wearing what looks to be a little kind of blue uniform and has a clipboard and seems to be vigorously taking notes in front of an aquarium filled with coral specimens.
Are there any fish in the aquarium?
There are not.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi. Oh. I'm sorry.
Hello. Oh, sorry. You scared me there.
I see.
Yeah. It's
You okay?
Welcome to the Cascade Marine Research Center. I am Nipwit Palmfrond. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, goodness.
It's
pleasure.
It is. The pleasure is all ours.
Oh, are you a Triton?
Indeed, I am Sethan Mistralef.
Oh, if I could, how much would I have to offer to get you to leave the rest of these folks behind and just come work here with us? We don't have anyone who can get down to the lower depths of the reef currently, and I know that you Tritons can do that rather easily.
Yes. Are you familiar with graduates of the art school here in town?
Of course.
And the debt they are saddled with upon graduation?
Indeed, it's like 100 gold, right?
It's slightly more than that. I can probably get you in touch with the bursar secretary if you like. I would be happy to work for you if you could annul my debt completely.
Oh. I mean, how much are we talking? Like 15 platinum?
More like
25?
Thousands of platinum, likely in total.
Thousands?
Yes.
What is the actual balance of your debt?
Ever increasing.
It hurts so much.
Okay.
But I would absolutely love to hear about your work here and any way in which I could be helpful, perhaps once or twice temporarily, if that would be of any help to you at all.
Maybe a consulting basis.
Certainly.
Well, here at the Marine Research Center, we're all about preserving the coral reef. In Cascade's past, many byproducts of industrial processes were dumped into the cove, and significantly damaged the coral around Cascade, and we're afraid that the currents have taken that and it has damaged the structure of the reef. On a larger scale, and if the reef surrounding the archipelago is ever worn down or destroyed, I mean that would change. And we don't know what kind of effect that would have.
Certainly.
On the ecosystems, on the economy, on anything.
Absolutely. And the coral specimens you host here, are they harvested from the reef, or are these perhaps rarer finds?
No, these are harvested from the reef, yes.
And you cultivate them here in an effort to repopulate? Or
Look
merely as
around.
examples?
They kind of wave their little rat-like paw. And this is like one big room, and it's full of these aquariums. All of them with coral specimens. And we experiment with different pH levels and varying amounts of salt and different compositions in the water, just in general, to figure out what it is that fuels the growth of the coral the best. And then we do what we can in order to provide that in specifically sensitive areas of the reef.
Certainly. Fascinating. Would you mind if I walked through a little bit and looked at the different types?
Yeah, help
I don't know if anybody else cares about this, but Seth is.
I'll walk through with you.
You do notice walking by him that he has on his clipboard is actually a really detailed and beautiful sketch of the coral in this tank, like down to the finest of detail.
Are you an artist?
Yeah. I suppose you could say that. It's handy in this line of work, to be sure.
Why aren't you doing art instead of working here?
Well, I gotta pay the rent. I don't necessarily want to live at the Happiness Hotel, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Well,
Sure.
seeing what you got there, I think, have you tried selling your pieces? Tried selling any of your art?
Oh no, that would be too embarrassing.
Oh, you should.
Surely there are scholars such as yourself in other areas of the archipelago that would be happy to see examples of the coral that may not be able to obtain them. Surely they would be happy to pay for the knowledge and illustrations that you have. Perhaps if you she looks over at Avienda, perhaps if you assembled them into a book. This is Pimp Avienda Day, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
We have someone who can make books with us. Do you need a book made of something?
Oh. Is there a bench or something in the front of the place that I can sit down after you said that? If I'm looking around. And...
Yes.
I'm gonna go sit down over there.
Okay.
He's just gonna be like, okay.
That is an interesting idea, though. Thank you. I will consider it in my off time.
Yeah. Do you? This might be a personal question, but do you enjoy your work here at the center?
Oh, very, very, very much. I am devoted to protecting the health of the reefs.
Okay.
That then returns the salute.
Yes. Okay. Just a question. You should always try to do something that you're enjoying. But if you're enjoying your work here, then okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tor, she'll look at Sethan. That's okay.
Sure. And Seth is not as familiar with shallow water fauna, but she is able to point out kind of like generalities. So these are anemones. This one we call brain coral. I'm not sure why.
Does it think? Is it a brain?
I have never tried to speak with it, but I am sure it is very intelligent.
Are these in like little like glass behind glass, Andrew?
Yes.
Valkyrie's going
they're
to
all
kind
in
of
big
lean in
aquariums.
towards it. Hello? Can you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh. I wonder if it understood.
I'm guessing you don't. I could try and speak with animals. It is technically an animal. I don't know if you want to do a brain coral voice. All right.
If you'd like to burn a spell slot to do that, I will not stop you.
I want to talk to the brain coral. So Seth, she looks over at the docent and says, "Would it be all right if I got in the tank, or at least stuck my head and my neck in the tank?" Oh, if not, I can probably make do.
Sure.
Okay, good, thank you. And she sticks her head and neck in the tank.
Yeah.
And so speaking kind of with her gills, Seth blows a couple of bubbles and is talking to the brain and says, "Good afternoon, Your Intelligence."
Scream like thousands of voices. Billions.
Oh, did I forgive me. I am so sorry. Seth comes out of the water and says, they are screaming. They are screaming at me. I have offended them.
I don't know if that's you.
Somehow.
I think that's one of our slightly more acidic tanks.
Oh.
So it's the acid that's making it
Are
scream?
you holding coral here to torture it?
No, we're just
Are
trying
you
to figure
sure?
out what helps it grow. We had just started them in that tank.
Well, I assure you they are in very great pain. May I remove them?
Yeah,
well, please don't touch the coral. I will. Yes, we will drain and refill, sanitize and refill the aquarium immediately.
Do so.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't think it's happy. If it's screaming, it doesn't seem like it would be happy in there, unless coral usually screams.
I don't know.
I am ashamed to say I have never tried to speak with a coral before. They are. Which is, you think, according to your numbers, would be other unhappy coral? I wish to find out. If not, God. I can stick my head in every tank.
This is a very delicate. Oh man.
Maybe we're not looking to uproot your entire center. We're just trying to help you out in giving the coral a place where they're comfortable.
Sure.
And if you surely wish to find out, I could tell you immediately. The second I stick my head in the tank.
Okay.
That is all right then?
Yeah.
Bless its heart. All right, Seth proceeds to, I don't know if you want to count the same, will allow me to count the same spell slot or not.
It does have a duration, I believe. How long is the duration?
I think it's like an hour.
Then you should be good.
Awesome. So Seth proceeds to stick her head in every tank and try and talk to the coral.
About a third of them, the coral going,
These need to be changed. Fix it.
Frantically scribbling notes. And then about another third of them, like, not dying, but not thriving.
They're sleepy.
Okay. And then the other three are like,
they're cheerful. Whatever these ones have, give it to the rest of them.
Yeah, all of their tanks should probably be like this one.
Valkyrie, would you like to stick your head in and listen? See if you can hear.
I don't think it works for me. I don't think it works for me. I've never been able to talk with animals or with coral. So I don't think it's the same thing, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your help. We'll get it all changed. This saved me weeks of work. He can definitely squeaks that weeks. Yeah, of work.
Please, this is where I have stayed last, and she kind of like gives him, I don't know, kind of writes down on the corner of his little clipboard. This is the place I have stayed last. If you feel that you need more assistance, or if you wish to obtain further samples, you can write to me here. Thank you so much. I have never tried to speak to a coral. It was a pleasure.
Can I shake your hand?
Absolutely. And she recognizes how much bigger she is than it, and she just kind of folds it gently out.
If you ever end up in up north of here, maybe in the Feywild, you might say hi to my family for me.
Oh, absolutely. Please give us their names. We will find them.
I'm Nipwit Palmfrond, and really, I just have a brother. Our parents died, but he never could understand why I left, and he's Nip Tuck Palmfrond.
Nip Tuck, and you are Nitwit. I'm truly sorry for your loss, Sir Palmfrond. And
it was a while ago.
I'm very pleased to have met you. Thank you so much.
And nice to meet you too. And thanks for, again, saving me weeks of work. Maybe I'll take the day off tomorrow. He's saying this as he's walking up. Maybe I'll take the day off tomorrow and draw. All right, there you go.
Oh, that was fun.
That's very educational.
I was like, okay, I'll admit, even I'm impressed by what just happened.
Can you speak with Coral?
No. Can we, at the very least, try to make it to Silverstruck today?
Sure. What time is it? What time is it outside?
It's about 1 p.m.
Okay. Yeah. I think we have the time. Yeah.
Excellent. Let's head out then. Yes.
Let's go.
Great. Yeah. So you guys are walking your way through Cascade, and you walk down kind of the main promenade down the center, which is called the Boulevard. This is tons of little stores that have like imports from Tapestry Hills and Silverstruck and from local artisans and stuff like that. And they're all very brightly colored, and it's a very beautiful cobblestone street. It's like, yes, quick, let's go on to Silverstruck.
Are we walking the entire way?
Yeah.
Yes, it's only what, like a 5-hour walk? We'll get there just in time for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to swim there?
Unfortunately, no.
No, Silverstruck is a land town.
Totally landlocked.
Yeah.
Mining country.
Yeah.
Anyway, on we go. Why don't you all make me a nondescript straight up D20 roll?
Oh, wonderful.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's a natural 1 for
On.
for Valkyrie.
Oh, you got a 1 too? Oh.
I got 2
Onesies.
I got a 6.
Total, we have 3 ones together.
Okay, and
Disaster.
and you'll
Happened
roll
last
an
night, too.
11.
I got
Wow, goodness.
Kept
So
rolling once last
as
night.
soon as you are about a half hour out of town and passing through that little fishing village that Rolk lives in, you begin to realize that you did not, in fact, eat lunch.
I'm so hungry, guys. Can we stop, please, for some food?
Oh, is there? So you say we're passing by the fishing village?
Yeah, you're literally in the fishing village
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, let's look for. Yeah, we can get some food. Sure. Do we see anything, Andrew? If
No, like restaurants or anything. No. Yeah, just a little village.
yeah, I'm not.
Quite a few shacks.
Are there any shops nearby?
It does not appear so.
Anyone outside?
Sure.
Okay.
You see Rolk in front of his house rocking in what looks to be a fine handcrafted rocking chair.
Wait, is Rolf the one that?
The bugbear with
us
the fishing
into-
poles, yeah.
Okay. Valkyrie's at first going to kind of look away from Rolk, like, but then look back and and just kind of like go straight for him.
Crockett, hello, friends.
Hi.
How are you? It's so good to see you all again.
Yeah. It's we're back through. How has your day been?
Oh, it's been phenomenal.
Good.
Look at how beautiful the weather is.
Have a place to eat around here, like a sandwich shop or
Oh my.
some place that sells fish for people who are visiting or for people that live here?
Oh, well.
Or did you perhaps catch any fish?
No, but I can. Right back. Pops inside his little house and comes out with the large extra tension fishing pole, and goes over. Coming. It's just right there. The dock.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else want to try?
Oh, I was thinking since we helped you before that this would be a perfect opportunity to pay us back.
Oh, okay.
I am happy to observe. I have never really taken the time to see how surface people catch fish.
Yeah. He does a big cast. So, you all like fishing?
Funnel. Yeah, I was raised on an island, so it was sort of came parcel with the life there. And you know what? Vaughn will grab a pole and cast out.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll for me. 1. No, we'll do 2. 2d6.
2d6.
Yes, this is a crafting action.
Hey.
No, I'm not going to fish for him.
8, 5, and a 3.
Love it. Rolk's giving you like some pointers and stuff as you cast, and you actually start feeling a little tug, and you start seeing the end of your pole dip a little bit, and goes, oh, you got one. Pull, reel.
Then I'll give it a quick jerk up to sink the hook.
Go ahead and make me a strength.
Okay, strength. The check. Okay. All right, 16.
Yeah, you land this fish, and this is a fish, like a good sized fish. And Rolf goes, "Oh, cheers! You know, this is worth celebrating. Come with me." And he grabs the fish from you, cleans it very quickly, and walks you back around his shack to a little grill, and throws on some coals and throws on the fish. These are now. Notice how I didn't throw away anything that I took off the fish. This is a mithril cod that you caught. Mithril cod, yes. These scales are mithril. Ha! So, here you go.
Well, thank you,
caught
sir.
it. Yeah.
What?
So you have a mithril cod skin.
Fantastic.
Whatever
They're
happens with
actually
that.
Mithril?
Uh-huh.
I guess only bugbear claws can get through mithril.
Anywho, they just make small talk with you for a while, and then serves you up really delicious fish.
This is excellent. Thank you. Are the mithril cod frequenting in these waters?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I mean, they're very delicious. It's actually part of the entrance exam into the Fishers Guild to catch a mithril cod. Hey. So consider yourself a journeyman, friend.
You're in the Fishers Guild.
After
Were you?
I'll fill out the paperwork for you. Don't worry about that.
You might want to double check that.
Yeah. Being a recent graduate of the college, are there dues with this guild?
Oh, no, not for the Fishers Guild.
Thank you.
No. No, the Fishing Guild, we're all just about enjoying life and fishing.
That I certainly
we're like
do.
A club.
Well, thank
Guild's
you. I
a
appreciate
strong
this.
word.
I will stop by and fish with you whenever I can.
Excellent. If you do make your way back to Cascade, be sure to stop by and see Vincent. You'd find him on the docks. He's the head of our society.
Head of my order.
Oh,
right.
Fishing Society.
Mm-hmm. It is a pleasure to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the demonstration.
Oh, of course.
I wish you good fishing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. As always, and to you as well.
Thank you.
All right.
So long. As Allie's literally going let's go.
Allie's just been trying to push people over you. Oh.
I will murder you all if you don't hurry up.
You do make it to Silverstruck. And Allie's looking around going, well, it's a little later than I would have liked to arrive. An hour later, you all are very hungry again. Why don't we look for a place to stay?
Yeah.
Would your family let us stay with them?
Would I know? Do you have an opinion, Andrew, of the size of my parents' house?
An opinion?
Yes.
Can she just make it up?
You can make it up. I would imagine as jewelers that they are decently well off.
Oh, for
sure. I wouldn't say extravagantly rich, but you do have a larger. You have an extended family that lives with you.
Now the question is I know that. Oh, I think I wrote them down in D&D Beyond. Let's see. I'm just trying to find their names. Yeah. Let me. I will take you guys to my parents' house, and we can. I'll step in and see if they have room, just to see if the house is big enough, but just to make sure they don't have someone else already staying with them. We have family that comes in here and there, so yeah. So she will lead them to her parents' house. Andrew.
Okay. So as you so you have this conversation right outside of the city, and as you walk into the city, there's a guard sitting casually at like a little booth, and seeing you all kind of walk in the front of town. By the way, this is a city where everything is almost entirely made of stone, and quarried stone, and there's you can very clearly see that it's divided into a couple parts. You have the lower town, if you will, which goes right up to this really steep ridge, a funicular that goes up the ridge, which is like a hanging tram for those who don't know what a funicular is, and what looks like more buildings and stuff on the top of the ridge. But yeah, it's actually a very nice looking place. The mountain looms large.
Looms large.
And you... Oh, so this guard sees you going and goes, "Hello? Hello?
Is there someone in town waving us down?"
Yes. Come here. Go over here.
Do I recognize this person? Oh God, is...
Come over. Come here, please.
Wait, was that an in-character cough, Andrew?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Are you contagious? Cause
No, it's...
Are you well?
It's from working in the mines. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right. Sometimes happens. What do you
Inhaled
need?
diamond
What-
dust. Don't
Does
recommend.
Andrew, being from the town, does this look like someone who is well-to-do or on the lower side of things?
I mean, probably on the lower side of things, but he is wearing City Watch uniform.
Okay.
Yeah. You all look like visitors.
Oh, I'm
Would you like a map?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll take a map. I mean, I'm from here, but my friends are not. So they yes, here, enjoy. And one.
Here you go.
Oh, these are they've updated them since the last time I've seen them. New illustrations, I see.
Yep.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Sure.
I really shouldn't raise my voice.
You should talk to your foreman about getting some time for yourself to recover.
Oh, I don't work there anymore.
Okay. Well,
Seth looks at Vaughn and is making like, "Can you do anything, please?" faces at him.
I guess I could try.
Look if I have anything.
I'm not quite experienced enough to do anything of like a permanent solution to his problem yet, but I mean, I'll make him feel better for the rest of the day, maybe. And I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so much better.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you?
Yes.
Was that holy power you just used?
It's something that comes along with my my chosen path. I have the ability to cure some minor wounds right now.
Can you tell me about your religion?
I worship the unknown god. And probably
I will
go into a
offer a
brief
sacrifice every day at the Unitarian Temple.
I don't know if aside, is my god into sacrifices, or should I counsel him against that?
You don't remember there being lots of certainly not blood sacrifices, but like incense and stuff like that.
Do they allow sacrifices at the temple? I would check with the. I don't remember.
I mean, it's a place where. Sorry. It's like a unified pantheon temple, right? So no matter who you worship, you can go there.
Sure. No, I've never seen
some deities.
Sure.
Like
sure.
that a Grumash. Yeah. They're always killing things very.
Are you a member of that?
No.
Oh.
No.
Just
no.
If you go to the temple, just meditate and think upon it. Maybe reach out to him.
I will. Thank you. Thank you so much. What is your name, sir?
I am Vaughn. Then I shake his hand.
Vaughn, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Byron.
Okay, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
And I take it you're now no longer a miner. You're a member of the City Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we have the chance to be back in Silverstruck, I will check in on you.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I think we should go. Oh no.
Oh no.
So you lead them up the main street a few blocks. You turn left, you turn right, you turn right, you turn left, go up the flight of stairs, and you're on the slope of Lowtown, and are you very easily make it to your family's home.
Great. All right. So when we get there, she will, Valkyrie will knock on the door. Let's just stay out here, and I'll make sure that everything's good.
Okay. So you're just walking in, knocking?
No, she'll knock. If the door is closed, she'll knock and she doesn't see anyone outside.
Yeah, no one's outside. And
do you need my family's names again, Andrew, or no? Here, I'll just private message them to you on Zoom.
I do have them.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I just don't know if I hang on. Not that folder.
Has Madeline said anything? Has she asked?
Yeah, check for her. She might have been. She might.
Or anything?
Yeah. Oh.
Just want to ask, because if not, I will rearrange things. But if so, then I'll just wait.
Yeah, she had dropped in. She's not in the waiting room yet, but she had dropped into the Discord. Should I try to recall? And I was like, yes. So I'm assuming I will hear a ding at any moment. Yeah, your father opens the door and goes, "What a wonderful surprise, Valkyrie!
Hi.
Welcome home."
I'm just we were in Silverstruck doing something, and thought I would stop by, and she'll kind of like look in to see if there's like anyone visiting. I was wondering if I have 4 friends with me, 5, and we're kind of needing a place to stay. Is there anyone staying at the house tonight? Could we even just crash on the floor? I know my room's there.
Please,
but...
come in. No more talk. Come in. In.
All right, come on, guys. Let's go.
You all walk in, and oh yeah, that's my bad. I accidentally locked Sethin out of rejoining the meeting.
Subtle.
Yeah, from the direction of the kitchen, you hear your mother. The milk? Who's that at the door?
It's me, Mom. Came by to visit.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, hang on. I'll be right there. And you see her come out. She's like dusting her like flour off on her apron. And she very quickly. Do you want to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Throws a rolling pin at you.
Goodness.
What?
Okay.
And
You-
what?
Did not quite make it out of the way, and take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And she goes, "Oh,
Oh, how?
you are usually so nimble."
I know it's been
Oh,
it's been a long day. Wow, Mom. Just it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. How
This
are
is
how's
normal.
the house?
hug. She runs over, is embracing you and like showering you in mom kisses.
Nathaniel will lean over to Vaughn. Is this a normal custom here? Are we supposed to throw things at them?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's new to me.
This is odd.
Her father approaches all of you. Goes, "I am Lehemilk. Welcome to our home. You've made it just in time for dinner."
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
come. Sit.
Hello.
Hi, Sethin. It is so good to see you again. Thank you again for convincing Valkyrie to go with you to enrollment.
Oh.
I am so grateful that she has now finished her program and is ready just to excel in the world without any encumberment whatsoever.
Oh. Yes.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
Enough chatter. Sit. Food.
Yes.
Yes, sit. You're all corralled into a dining room or at a fairly large table, and seated, and places are set before you. Valkyrie, you see your younger sister walk into the room and go, and turn around and walk right back out.
Gosh.
So she kind of like waves
family.
and then just like,
I see Mila is as social as ever.
Milak, get your sister. Sorry.
Has
Yeah.
everyone been introduced? I'm sorry. I kind of
Come say hello. Mila pokes her head around the corner again.
We'll give it like the same, like tentative half
Same.
wave.
Half waves.
That girl.
well, this
So
is,
shy.
Is there food on the table, Andrew, or is it just no? We're just sitting down talking.
Your mother's literally like setting out.
Okay.
A whole spread.
It looks
way
great.
more food than for 4 people.
Oh, of course, of course. It big spread as usual, Mom. Thank you. It looks
well. I mean,
it looks
we
wonderful.
always do a big spread, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we have left over, we take to our neighbors that need it. But tonight, you are our neighbors that need it. Sit.
Valkyrie's just like piling food on her plate.
So, what brings you all to Silverstruck?
Well, Allie here, a friend that we met after graduation, we're helping him find some special items. So we're going to visit some noble people of different areas, including Dad, Mom, you might we're trying to look for this item we're looking for. The last person that had it here was Mayor Gregor Flom. Now I've never this might have been several years ago. I'm not sure. Of Allie,
I think you're right. Long time.
Yes. And I believe that they've passed. So I mean, Mayor Kana is still in office, correct? I mean, that hasn't changed since I've been in college.
Oh yes. Gustavia is still the mayor. Yes, okay. Gustavia Krana.
Yeah. So we'll be visiting Gustavia and seeing if they know where this special item could be. Maybe it was passed between mayors. We don't really know, but
interesting.
That's what we're up to.
So you're doing fetch work.
Yes. Yeah.
What about your culinary endeavors?
I'm doing that on the side when I can, Dad.
Okay.
In order to get into the business, you have to kind of build up your reputation. So as we're going to these different places, I'm trying to do that by, showing them what I have, building up my reputation as the best confectioneryist in the area.
A good goal.
Yes.
And your mom speaks up. We just worry so much about you, sweetie.
I know, Mom.
It's just so much. I
know.
Doing something so different than the family trade, and if it doesn't work out, you can always come back, and there is a place for you here.
I know. I appreciate that. I do. I'm just trying this, and hopefully we can do it. I'm confident, and she'll give kind of a forced smile that they can probably see right through.
Yeah. Yes. Well, keep trying then, dear.
Yes. Well, how is the trade? Everything good with business on your side of things?
Oh yes. Same old.
Great. It seems so. Yes. It's wonderful.
It isn't. It of course isn't the same without you and your sister.
Oh, what is Mila?
Sibling.
Never. Yes, well, I know. I think about them often, as I'm sure as we all do. As we all do.
Do you want to? We're gonna go visit her later.
Oh, the site? Sure. Yeah, I will go. Mm-hmm. I haven't been in it since before college, so it's due.
We'll get a candle for you too then.
Thank you. Oh, this she'll start like just shoveling it in. It's really good.
Nothing's
it's really,
like having an awkward dinner.
It's really good. Have you guys through like mouthfuls of food? You guys have met their names? Have they introduced Vaughn, Nathaniel? This is Avienda, and this is Ethan.
Yes, we remember.
Yes, right. Still sure.
Pleasure to meet the rest of you. I am Lehmelk. Just call me Lech, if that's easier for you. That's my wife, Krishana. Our daughter Mila, you saw, is very shy, and Valkyrie also has a younger brother, Kav, and he's actually doing an apprenticeship across town.
Oh wow, that's really good to know.
I'm sure he would love to see you.
I'm sure. I will have to drop by. Where is he apprenticing at?
Oh, he's actually apprenticing at the bank.
At the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess he always talked about not really wanting to go into the work either. I was kind of hoping he would change his mind, so maybe Mila will change her mind to to keep working in mining.
Maybe not the mining part.
Right. Well,
not our Mila, but she actually has a very delicate touch when it comes to setting stones.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she does. Well, you know that Ethan here makes jewelry.
Yes, I remember.
I have been studying quite a bit. I am not sure that I am quite to your level of expertise. I am sure that I am not quite to your level of expertise. But I did make these, and she's like recognizing their skill. She's like half ashamed, but she shows them the friendship bracelets that she made, and kind of like,
oh well, those are lovely.
To everyone else.
Absolutely lovely.
Thank you so much.
Definitely a different style.
Yes, certainly.
But it's your own, and that is what is important.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. Well, thank you again for letting us for letting my friends come in and stay as well.
Of course.
Nice.
And if any of you want to join us later, you're more than welcome. I'm sure Valkyrie's told you all about her sister or sibling.
If Valkyrie wants us to go, I'm sure we will. But I am happy to leave that decision to her.
I'm sure that Valkyrie would have told Ethan at some point during their schooling. Probably the rest probably don't know. And Valkyrie, realizing that, will kind of look around awkwardly to everyone. Neva was we lost them during an accident.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear.
My condolences.
It was a few years ago. But missed even to this day as they were then.
For sure.
Really.
But yeah, if any of you want to go, that's fine. Or if you want to stay here and that's not your thing, that's perfectly understandable as well.
I would be honored to pay her respects.
As would I. Will stand next to you. Or with you, whatever.
Here you
go. Well, now that we are finishing our meal, we'll just give us a few minutes to clean up, and
sure.
We'll go.
Sounds good. As her father is walking away from the table, Valkyrie will quickly get up and follow him. And kind of wait until kind of stay back and kind of watch where he goes until he's away from the group and possibly away from their mother as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's clearing things right into the kitchen. He's walking. Yeah.
Dad. Did the college ever... you didn't give any money to the college, correct?
No, we never received a statement or bill or anything like that. Why?
That's just what well, that's kind of why we're doing these this kind of fetch quest stuff, this, kind of
do you need money?
I think I have it under control. I think with what we're making here will be a good dent on it. But they just let us, I wasn't aware either, but they let us know after we were done with our ceremony that some money needs to be paid. We were all in the same boat, so it's not just me. So that's what we're doing. I just wanted to give an explanation of why I wasn't, I'm trying.
No matter what you do, dear, we are proud of you. We just miss you.
I know. And there are times that I miss being here, but I won't lie that it's not exciting to be out of Silverstruck and walking to different places and seeing different people. It's so far it's been okay. But I'll let you know when it's not.
He'll pull you into an embrace and say, "Good. We're always here. Always."
I know. Oh, I'm gonna go and help Mom. And she'll scurry off.
Do the rest of you just sit at the table? Do you help clean up?
Nathaniel would help clean up.
Okay. You make quick work of the dishes, and Allie and Avienda excuse themselves to go to the room. Nathaniel, are you going with to pay respects for Valkyrie's sibling, or are you gonna hit the sack like Avi and
Nathaniel would
Allie
go.
You're doing? Okay. So even Mila comes out, and you all are given candles. They're lit at the door, and you have a very solemn procession higher up the street, to the end of the street, up another set of stairs to the cemetery that overlooks the whole city. And you find yourself before the stone marked Navalatesh. And one by one, your parents and sister place their candles in front of it. And wordlessly invite you to do the same.
Valkyrie will step up and go to a knee before the grave and put her candle down, and as she does so, she will kiss her hand and lay it on the stone. And say, not so everyone can't hear, but just very softly, until next time. And she'll stand and step back with the rest.
Seth's eyes are definitely wetter than usual, and she gingerly places her candle and goes back to stand with the rest of them.
We'll place a candle and meditate to the unknown God, praying that Mila finds peace or has found peace, and that her family finds peace as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel will be lost in thought, almost forgetting to put down the candle. Not realizing that he was up next type thing. And he would put down the candle and go back with the others and think and be in deep thought.
Melk will turn to you and say, you have it, the mark, or the look, I should say, of someone who's lost.
Yeah. Yes.
I am sorry.
A very long time ago, it feels like.
He'll just wordlessly put an arm around you. And you'll quietly make your way back down the street.
As they turn to leave the gravestone, Andrew and Valkyrie will, as everyone starts kind of like, I imagine, kind of departing, Valkyrie goes with them, but then and she's going to kind of run back to the gravestone and put a piece of candy that she had in her pocket on the stone, and then run back to the others.
You make it back to your home, and everyone, you guys have been walking a lot. You've done a lot today. Goodness gracious.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
So you're all quickly shown to where you can crash, and it's very comfortable. And apparently I'm supposed to make you level 2 now, according to chat.
Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap.
And you guys tuck off for the night. And that is where we will end our session.
All right. Good job, Andrew.
We did. We crammed a lot.
Yeah.
Crammed a lot in a short amount of time.
So, yeah. Quickly, I guess we don't have to rush quite so much. But Melissa had to step away. So Melissa plays Avienda. And I'm not going to try to make up what her favorite part of tonight was. So I'm trying to make it a practice that we go through. Just introduce yourself, which character you play, and yeah, what your favorite part of the session was.
Hold on, chat's being annoying. Hold on.
Did you say anyone or did you call on someone?
Anyone.
Okay. I play Valkyrie. My name is Steph. My favorite part was there were a lot of fun parts today. The sea creature thing was fun, but probably the most was, it wasn't really like a fun part, but it was very moving for Valkyrie and for me as a player, was visiting her family and visiting the gravestone.
Yeah, this is Franco. I play Vaughn, and the marina thing was just one of those beautiful, happy accidents. We could have just so easily just walked right past that and never stepped foot in. But that's what it's all about, making a lovely moment. And again, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was not even remotely expecting you to try to talk to Coral. I was just kind of like...
That was perfect. Absolutely
sure,
perfect.
Yeah. That was... Oh, man. Yeah, that was phenomenal.
And the ending scene was really, really well done too.
I'm Madeline. I play Seth, and Madeline's favorite part was definitely getting to talk to Brains in the aquarium. So much fun. Probably Seth's favorite moment of the session would be definitely getting to see Valkyrie with her family. Super touching for her. Seth would love to have that kind of relationship.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Richard. I play Nathaniel. My favorite part was a lot of parts with Ali, just like, hurry up. Just because I hired you to do this, go! And we keep stopping each time. The aquarium was a great one too, just because Sethan's reaction seeing it, just like, they're screaming. I think I offended them. Oh, they're in acidic acid type. It's like, you're hurting them. It's like, just that.
Druid powers go.
It's like, you monsters.
Yeah, that was pretty. Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the DM, and I think the marina was my my surprise of the night, and I just didn't expect that to happen there. So I expected to have a whole conversation about what this little rat creature was, but no one broached that topic. So, whatever. So the side quest that was available there wasn't really taken up, but you created your own, and it was wonderful and beautiful, and the perfect example of how it is definitely not the DM that makes the story. And absolutely correct. Rolled one. A DM has a plan. And then, the party derails it.
But we took it to such a wonderful place. I mean, geez.
Oh, absolutely. And I think by far every episode we do is more favorite of mine than the last. And I think, this one had so many so many big smile moments, and I was trying not to like get too emotional at the end there.
The ending was really good. Also,
Yeah.
that was another one of my favorite parts.
Well,
Very good job, Andrew.
I
teared up a couple of times. I'm tearing up right now. So
no, I think it's really just to give everyone out there an idea. These folks wrote fairly bare bones backgrounds, and then worked with me to kind of embed them in this little setting that I've done, and then gave me creative license with a lot of stuff. Yeah. And this is Valkyrie is full of some really cool things, and we are absolutely going to be exploring everybody's over the course of the campaign, because it's an archipelago. You're all from all over the archipelago, and you all might be from really important places in the archipelago. I don't know. I'm super, super, super excited for us to continue doing stuff like this. So you're all, thank you, players. You're wonderful, 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 and thank you, chat. You're here, you're watching, and supporting, and that is a blessing to us, because aside from doing good stories, we like entertaining you, at least a little bit. At least I do. I won't speak for everyone else. So this is obviously Tower of Dreams. Oh, don't let your mom find out. This is definitely Tower of Dreams. 6 p.m. every Saturday, right here on Madbird Streams. This is our exploration and creation. I'm a DM that's perfectly fine with the PCs meandering as much as they desire, and they are putting that to the test for sure. And then tomorrow, Sundays, every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, is Obsidian Scar, which is our proper naughty campaign. Monday nights, DM'd by our wonderful Steph, who plays Valkyrie, is the Forsaken, which I am a character in, and we joke is the side quest hoarders one, but I think we might have to come up with another tagline for it, because I think you guys have done more side quests today.
Well, we really, I mean, it's a goal of mine, Andrew. I
know it is.
He's determined.
Really appreciate that. Yeah. And Tuesdays is our All Evil campaign, Kier's Lament. Wednesdays is our D&D therapy, I guess we call it, D&D therapy. We talk to players and DMs from all the campaigns about all different kinds of stuff, and you all can submit questions live or in the Madbird Streams Discord. And then we don't have anything on Thursdays, but Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern is Stormfall, our All the Feels after-school special campaign. We are going to be, stick with us, we're going to be raiding Open for Adventure.
I think it just went over.
Oh, it just went over. It just happened. Here we are, Open for Adventure. Stick around.